One of China's biggest electronic companies giving Apple a run for its money as it shows off its brand new smartphone. Josh Lipton's got all the details from San Francisco. Hey, Josh.
Melissa, it's the video that has the tech world buzzing. Chinese phone maker Xiaomi revealing a new device. So check this out. At first, it kind of looks like your standard run-of-the-mill tablet, good for reading, maybe surfing the web. But then, as you're going to watch here, it changes, folding into thirds. You see the left and right sides bending behind the center there. Now it looks a whole lot different, more like a smartphone. So Xiaomi isn't alone, of course. We know other tech giants are exploring this same technology. For example, you've got Samsung. Now, it's also been teasing its moves into the foldable phone market, promising that the new phone is coming soon. So why the excitement for these foldable devices? Because they do represent real radical changes in design, and that industry players hope are going to kickstart growth. But I also did catch up with tech analyst Patrick Moorhead. He's a former AMD exec. Now, he lists some potential challenges for these devices as he sees it. How durable, he asks, are they going to be? Will bigger displays drain battery life? Will future apps and operating systems work well with such new form factors? And the price point could be very high, he says, as much as $1,500. But it's also why Moorhead thinks such phones potentially do pose some risk here to Apple. After all, that premium part of the market is exactly where Tim Cook plays. Moorhead does not expect them to be the first mover in foldable phones. Of course, that doesn't mean Apple couldn't then catch up and beat out those first movers, as they often have with new tech. Guys, back to you.
All right, Josh, thanks. Josh Lipton in San Francisco with all the details. I don't think anybody is saying that people are going to be trading in their Apple iPhones for these foldable smartphones, but this really underscores the bare notion that Apple hasn't been at the table when it comes to innovation, and that it's every single form factor of this is just a variation of the same old thing.
And by the way, a chief competitor, especially on price in China, is involved in the innovation. And Apple's bread and butter over the last 2 quarters has been higher ASPs. So again, innovation coming with a low-end player. That's a challenge.
You know, and you wonder, but this has been Apple's story the whole time, Mel. They constantly look what's out there and then make decisions off of that and how they think they can do it better. I mean, that really has been, and I'm not putting down Apple about innovation. I'm just saying that that's the way they've innovated. They've taken a concept and made it somehow better, it seems. And because of that, that's why I think they've had the success they've had. Now, that was as cool a phone. You and I were both looking at that just going, holy smokes, is that a pretty amazing thing?
You were drooling, actually, Pete.
I had a little bit of drool on one side of my head.
That could create the next cycle for an Apple. And Apple has never, you started off, Apple has never been on the forefront. Apple has always copied.
Hold on a second. How about the iPhone? What are you guys talking about?
What do you mean?
This was the smartphone that changed the world.
BlackBerry.
Okay, and then
BlackBerry was the first smartphone. That was the first Apple. Everybody said nobody would give up their BlackBerry because Apple made it better.
Made it better. Everybody wanted it.
And everyone wanted the ecosystem. They trailed Samsung
you're right.
on every
You're right.
step.
The iPhone was not revolutionary. Did not change a lot of people's.
It was
absolutely revolutionary.
Design.
But it was a rip on
Are we from the same planet?
They've always been trailing.
Wow.
Always been trailing.
What planet are you on, Guy?
Lovetron. Are you familiar with the planet Lovetron?
You're Mario Gabelli.
Gabelli's from Lovetron?
Yeah, he's a big lover.
Like brothers from another mother.
This was what would concern me about Apple. You've had a pretty stunning rally in the broader market over the last couple of weeks. Tim talks about it all the time, up 13%-ish over the last 18 days.
Yes, I do.
That's somewhat accurate, right? Well, Apple, although it has rallied from that 142.5, 143 low, hasn't really ratcheted higher. That, to me, is a minor concern. Obviously, the guidance they gave was concerning, and I understand why it's not there, but I would have expected more of a bounce. Me being from the planet Lovetron would expect a far greater bounce.